some thematic music up in here. I mean, we always get the Materia Collective emails when there's a Undertale soundtrack in here for a little bit too long, but hey, I mean, it's 10 years of Undertale. What you gonna do? And is there a hey? Hey, what the heck? What are you doing to us? What you doing to us? Hey, you could try to make it kind of pixelated at first. There you go. Hello to you, YouTube society. My goodness, has it been forever? Has it been since Friday? Hello, Magdala. I hope you're doing well today. Hope you're doing kind of decent. I don't know if I'm unclear if you got time for the stream city for, but when I see you, it's good to see you, huh? Hello to Kraken2 Productions. Happy 10 years of Undertale, indeed. I don't know what everyone is going to do for it just yet. It's kind of funny to me that I almost didn't stream today, streaming schedule and all that. Okay, so I start my little timers about this, and I do declare we've got to draw some skeletons. My God, everything's on my mind. Okay, is the volume where I want it to be? Everything's on my mind. Not in the least of which is because I didn't quite actually get my homework done. It's still open in one of these tabs, so that's on my mind right now. Guy, yeah, what's up? What's up? There's what's on your mind and how homosexual is it? There's. So she's saying 10 years, but it's a new game, the last RPG to ever exist. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm looking for, I think. Oh my gosh, we've got the soundtrack in order. Sure, maybe I'll put that down a little bit in my ear. I can't tell. I can't tell how loud it is compared to my voice. Okay. What else did I want? Undyne, but specifically in the dark world. Oh my gosh, it's some good sprites and all of that. Some good sprites indeed. Alright, is Magdala saying, what can you say? No way. That's a new thing that happened to me too. Hello, smiling face on the soul. A new thing that happened to me on Saturday. I got to meet up with the friendly nerds from board game night, and go walking around a shop, and then an ice cream, and my mom was parked in the car the entire time, which they found unusual because they didn't know it was going to be like that. I didn't really reveal that until the end. She said she was fine with it though, because that's how she wants to watch over me. Nevertheless, for a second there, I knew what it was like to exist and I don't know, introduce myself to people without without someone else introducing me and things, and just like be like that and walk around and be very normal, and that was interesting. There's Magdala said, what, did you just become gay? There's more. Okay. There's, so she's saying, did you board game, did you Dungeon and Dragon, did you Monopoly? Now supposedly, so I met these fellas, these friendly folks from board game night, and then I met board game night because I okay, wait, this is connected to the non-binary person that I met at the shop where things get 3D printed. I joined the Discord for that before I knew how the date was gonna go, because I don't know, that's how I operate. And now I feel like I still don't know how it went, and they're just in a Discord, in a group chat with me and my girlfriend, and I think we're not a polycule, so I don't know what that is. Okay, anyway, so I met that person. That person is friendly, and has a and then the place with with 3D printing stuff has a board game night. So then, because I was in the Discord, I went to the board game night, and now I've been to now I've been to 2 of the board game nights. And now at the latest one, another person who was there was like, "I'm new in town. You're trying to socialize," because that's how I introduced myself. I said I'm trying to get out of the house more often. I don't pay the membership to be here at this maker space, this maker shop, which is what is typical of people here. I don't pay to be here, but I'm trying to get out of the house more. Wow, what color is Undyne in the Dark World? Let me turn up that brightness on that. What color is that? Let's put a couple of cyans down to figure out which one is the lady. Hello, Taniko Juju. There's Magdala saying, "It's very unfortunate since I wasn't able to go on my date. I looked forward to it. Oh my. The last that I heard in the Magdala updates was that one type of socializing went okay, and then what is this? Another has gone not so okay. My goodness, my condolences. There's asks about Monopoly and Polycule. Everyone at that shop that I've met is unabashedly nerdy and into hyper-specific interests. They were into Dungeons and Dragons for a second, but I guess everyone there is over it now, and I missed my goddamn chance to be into Dungeons and Dragons. They're over it now. Monopoly is another story. I don't know if they want to go there and wish to kill each other. But hello to you, Nico Chuchu. What's new with you? What's happening? Okay. If I look at this color, is it all the way saturated, but like a little bit dark? What am I looking at? Okay, let's put it next to some. Maybe this color wheel has messed with me a little bit in trying to learn color theory at all, because there's so many options. Look at this. I'm trying to draw Undyne in the Dark World, but it's not quite there yet. There's Susie saying, "How many people did you kiss in the game night?" Surprisingly, none. Which is a funny thing to say about normal board game night. One person that I'm being so friendly with up in this scenario, either does not wear deodorant and leaves behind kind of a cloud that I don't know, lingers like on the roof of my mouth of pure body odor, but then like there's this person like also talked about being into, I don't know, discerning the notes in like drinks and stuff just by smell. So if you're training your sense of smell and then you also smell like really bad, or depending on how we slice this, really natural, then because you've trained your sense of smell, is it on purpose? Are they doing this on purpose? I've been so afraid to ask. Anyway, so there's kind of a cloud when I go to board game night and meet these very friendly people that I am better off to know. Okay, there's Nico Juju with the bubble bath with the one Toby Pop Fox pig, and Magdala saying, "Oh yes, the same guy I met before we went to the gym and cuddled last week because I was feeling bad that day again. I feel like I really like him. Not to say ominous portents, but always watch out when you're liking someone for the first time. I wish you the best, of course. But just, I guess, be prepared for, I guess, really high emotions and, I don't know, really sensitive emotions." There's my King of PF saying, surprisingly, Joe says, who's anxious to even talk to us, the parasocial viewers. Look, the anxiety, my social anxiety, comes from not knowing the rules of a scenario in which something is okay or not okay. If I've agreed to kiss someone beforehand, and that's within the rules that are acceptable, then obviously it's no problem. Duh, I met someone for the first time and told him to take off his shirt for me in a public park, and he did. And this is because it's within the rules. It's within the rules of things that were agreed upon beforehand. Anything that is not inside the rules, then it's confusing, it's baffling, it's scary, and who, I don't know, is bothered by something more than somebody who's surprised. Surprise and fear, they're two parts of the same thing. There's saying, McDonald, I wish you more cuddles, and cuddles in quotes. The Great Gregory appearing to say 10 years. This calls for celebration. Driving my car after a beer. Hi, Great Gregory. You've appeared in the middle of a diatribe that I'm having. There's saying, Shadow, I have to diagnose you with a case of skill issue. You should kiss them the moment you get there. Then if they don't like it, you apologize, but the kiss goes first. You're an alien. You're an alien. Oh my god. That's assault. For real. There's Magdalene saying, Shadow, please don't spoil my bad ending to me. I have yet to see that one. It is a little bit unhinged of me to project my worries onto somebody without anything hardly happening, huh? I don't think that you're in for a bad ending. I just think that whatever happens, I think that even if you're going good, you're in for big emotions. But then I'm thinking that because that's what I'm having lately with all this meeting real people in the real world for the first time. I'm having the biggest damn emotions. I got sick for I don't know, mentally bad for like a full 2 months because of one bad experience, and that's finally, I don't know, moving on from that. But it's I don't know, I'm scared that I couldn't react that way, and so now I'm having all of these emotions and things. There's guy saying, I paid $63 for a Funko Pop, but the person is drawing on it, so it's okay. Customizable. Ah yes, just run up to your date and full French kiss them. Of course. I mean, if you talked about it, then that's okay, right? But I'm coming at this from the purview of somebody who went up to somebody and said strip for me, and then they did because we talked about this beforehand. And that's I don't know, rules make sense to me, is what I'm saying. Rules make sense to me. There's Magdala saying, City Williams, more like City Alien Dog, look at this fella. Okay, I'm going to make more progress on drawing some cool version of Undyne. Let's try to get these colors a little bit correct. A little bit more red, a little bit more. You're saying, did somebody strip for you? Yes! That's what I'm saying! Stop accusing me of being, I don't know, not fast enough to the fucking punch. Nobody faster than me, motherfucker. We're 13 minutes into a stream, and this is nuts. Okay, there's somebody saying, I'm a human, I was born human, I do human things, I swear, I have human DNA inside of me. And whose is it? I have human limbs and organs, and whose are they? This. You ace of people, Dale, okay? There's Gregory saying, rules make sense. I cannot be accused of being rules card for a third stream in the year. I don't know what'll happen to me. I'll have to start wearing a lampshade over my head. There's somebody saying, my goodness, tell us a story unless it's not a real thing that happened for real. I've said some details of this story before, but I keep putting them out all jumbled, in a poorly explained manner. So first of all, public park. Second of all, my mom in the car. Third of all, it's the friend that helped me practice kissing, and then we don't, and then we like haven't seen each other since then because we, I don't know, don't drive, and now I guess doing other stuff. And then, okay, the premise of this whole thing was that I saw his pictures on dating app, and he was like, I'm kind of bad at taking pictures, under the caption of one of them, and I matched to say, yes, you are. Well, can I help you? Can I help fix that? I brought one of my shirts for him to change into because I have a vision for this, and that's the context, I think. Did it come out correctly this time? Because I swear I've said a little bit of this before. And then there's like they stripped it a public park. I mean, it's someone's shirt. They kept the pants. I don't know. That doesn't mean you can't be a flirt about it. You can be a flirt about it if you want. There's Magdala saying, I've spent a lot of money, guys. I'm broke now. Kai the Mr. Rich Man, donate to me, please. God, that's funny. There's Negotiator saying, I said silly on the Discord. Anyway, I say, he's neither human nor alien. The clearly a sentient toaster oven. I've drawn some art of a sentient or sapient toaster oven before, and I dare say I'll do that again. There was some very pleasant art that I created of a toaster oven, and it was like a little doggy. Nevertheless, okay, things on the Discord. What may we look at? I don't know if my what the hell are they trying to get me to do here? Huh? Ah, it's blue now. Papyrus themed. Alright, I guess I'll keep that for a minute. Or I won't. Sure. Alright, you're sending silly things on the Discord, Nico Jr.? Let's see all of this. Undertale 10th year. The Twitter thinks Captain Holt is a bot, is it? If it's spoilers, should I see? But then I have a feeling that it's Toby Fox in the bathtub. How much of Toby Fox have I seen? And why does Toby Fox look like a different individual every time I? we could show that on stream, I guess. Oh my gosh. There's something saying, okay, a man stripping a shirt is socially acceptable. Society accept that in public open spaces, so it's okay. Acceptable. Our society is fine with it. A single thing happened that society is not fine with, but I don't think I could say that neither. There's saying, okay, it's Toby Fox's bubble bath, and we know that this is Toby Fox. It could be anyone. It could be anyone in the foam. There's Magdala saying, I've drawn my best boy stole us in my free time while I was dying from the food poisoning. No, I will not share it. That doesn't look good enough. I mean, that's the perfect way to train yourself to get more comfortable with sharing art. It's the perfect opportunity. Was that just a small riff? I haven't listened to the Undertale soundtrack. Also, is the Undertale soundtrack coming through all the way? I haven't listened to it all the way in forever. Alright, what am I trying to get? Trying to clean my hands. There's the ask of Toby, what have they done to you? My goodness, I haven't opened my hand cleaning jar. I always love to have a hand cleaning jar here. Alright, so I'm unsure of whether to click on TV clips from Enrique. Okay, so you hear the music, at least you do. Okay, that's perfect. That's excellent. And woohoo! Yay! Yippee! I reflected in a couple of past streams that it's scary to me that I'm having such big emotions about meeting people in real life for the first time, because because of how it kind of made me sick for like 2 months, um, and so like although it's scary to to meet people with all of my emotions on the all of the emotions on my sleeve and stuff. Um, um, I guess now I can have random joy as well. I'm having random joy at the thought of I'm trying to make another art club, but in person. The person that I'm making the art club with also has like 13,000 TikTok followers. So theoretically, we could get together and be influencers together or something. Actually, I don't know if our numbers even combined are quite enough to be influencers together. But hey, maybe it's an option. Maybe we're entertaining together. But we're gonna be at a library, so that probably means we're gonna be quiet. Okay, so there's. And he was just no, personally, is it TV time? Good question. What happened in the park? Did you straight up bag in the park? What kind of jump to conclusion is this, bro? Logic conclusion? I'm very logic. Well, okay, like my mom was like parked in the car across from us the entire time, and she wasn't like watching us the entire time, so that was nice because I was having kissing practice in the public park, which I guess at a certain intensity or duration the acceptability varies. Your conclusions, however, I discovered a new boundary that I have that I guess will not happen again, hopefully. I didn't think it had to be said, and yet I guess I'm gonna be more, I don't know, prudent about saying things. So all of my phrasing just now was in line with I don't think I'm gonna say that, and look at me, I haven't. There's Magdala saying you're an influence to me, Charo. A bad influence, but an influence nonetheless. Wait, okay, all of the stuff I've said just now, which way does that influence you? Because I know I got Vegas shit for a second there. I know I got Vegas. I'm just joking, don't take it seriously. Maybe it wasn't a good joke. It made me laugh. I honestly, I don't know where I'm at in terms of joking with people either, because I think that I take an over familiar tone that people who aren't chronically online aren't comfortable with yet. I think I do have a slightly overfamiliar tone when talking about things or anything, or starting to try to make jokes. There's Nico just saying, I mean, I would get freaky in the park for real. I mean, okay, wait, you're saying, I mean, that very filthy and would never do so. Oh my god. I mean, like, the main thing that worries me is that I like looked over my shoulder and an old man was filming us with his phone. So I do keep like checking the keywords of that particular public park, like in a Google search, because I don't know. I think that's one of my prime boundaries now. I think I wouldn't like to be filmed by a random old man. Alright, so then there's Magdala saying, I tried it outside once. I was a dumb, foolish teenager like 6 months ago. You're a teenager 6 months ago? Welcome to your 20s. There's saying Jaro's a bad influence for real. I've committed many crimes. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I'm influencing you well. I'm influencing you good. And stuff like that. What crimes have I committed? Well, my lawyer isn't here, so none. Wait. That's the kind of phrasing that your lawyer wouldn't want you to have. There's Magdala saying, "Me need money, guys. I gotta do what a man's gotta do." This is also a joke. Scandalous to me. Well, this is a perfectly Togor. Do you think they're gonna make Togor canon in Deltarune? Because Toby Fox is having a poll of a 6-letter name to add to a background character. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I started trying to create Undyne in some capacity. The spear has to be the brightest actual thing. A little bit brighter. Is it like this, or is it more of a gradient? I wish to engage in appreciation for Undertale. Deltarune is not all a stream where I randomly announce that I told someone to strip for me in a park. That's the thoughts can be out now. I'm having normal hangouts. I went to it was like a interesting novelty kind of Chinatown shop where there's all of these things. This is what happened on Saturday. We're moving on from the weird hangouts in the park, and okay, wait, you're saying, my god, an encounter with the warriors. You should have taken your phone out and start recording him back to assert dominance. Honestly, a new boundary that I have had spawned in like that exact second also, and that's like you need a recovery period for that probably when you suddenly discover that you have a new boundary that you didn't think you had. So there's like a mild fear in there. I can't assert the dominance. I don't have the dominance. I only have fear. No, we need Togor in the ruins of Delta, guys. This is great advice. I went to like a novelty shop. Can I pull up the pictures? Went to a novelty sort of a place, and okay, am I seeing what's up here? Yeah, there we go. Let's see how clear I can make this. So I'm in my fancy shirt out on the town. Can you see various plushes? Well, that's what this picture is supposed to be of. A lot of plushes. I literally do have a Discord that we are all in. Why wouldn't I share this in a Discord that we are all in? And there's Mary Undertale. Wait, Undertale? Oh my gosh. There's Laudes Ludus. Why are you so concerned looking in that photo? Honestly, it surprised me also that it came out that way. I was trying to take like a tasteful selfie of myself, but like in a public space, and then I don't know, I recently became aware that I feel like I look dumb when when I take a picture of myself, even though I think it's a fun hobby to have, especially as an artist. We went into a K-pop store, even though me and the 2 other people I was with, we don't stan any groups. We don't stan any groups whatsoever. We just went into the K-pop store. There's Lotus saying, I'm canonically lewd for one day. Oh, Gregory, did you wanna... we mention it sometimes, but did you wanna be in the Discord? Oh. Well, the foam fellow is currently there, but you're perfectly allowed in here. Yeah, we took away the link ever since I let some people in and they griefed it. To be fair, that was on a specific day where I gave out mod privileges to everyone, which I haven't done. I haven't done since then. Haven't done that again. Okay, what was I doing? I was inviting people. Yes, copying it. Let's get over here. The waterfall music is going nuts, dare we say. Alright, hopefully that one's working for us, huh? Alright, let's get back over here. Right in this drawing. Sort of an abstract Undine is happening. I guess I'll share a little picture of the stuff I saw. Sure, that makes sense. I'll share a picture of the cute things I saw and the K-pops I saw, and then one food that I saw, and it will be super cute indeed. I don't know if Okay, well that's one kind of a thing to trail off about. Was I having a thought? Was I having a thought and it's gone now? Oh. Well, there's a fun song to trail off about. There's somebody saying, I've been framed in the Discord against my consent and out of context. The screenshot is obviously out of context, guys. It's out of context. Oh, are you seeing things in the Discord? Are you? Out of context. My brother, that is the context. Out of context. My fellow, my compadre, comrade. That's all there is. Okay. That's a funny voice to put over the song Memory. Okay. There's Lotus saying, you know what disturbs me? The pixels on the soul aren't consistently shaped. Why? There's Toby not good with pixels. I've yet to see what the framing of sulking that Dick Williams gotta check that out. Now there's a collection of syllables for us. Alright, was I sending stuff? Let's go on and send stuff. One of these. And I don't know how much I identifying informations is in things. That's something that I wonder about more than ever lately. Identifying informations in photographs and all of that. Because I texted someone from dating app, and apparently their entire place of work, home address, and gym was in the metadata of the photos, and I was like, wow. I mean, I know everyone that gets my first name gets my home address, which is why I try to not show it around, but I didn't know it was happening that easily, that insecurely for other people with just mere photos and things. Alright, so let's asking who's Tony and how much Fox can he get? Nice. I did send a food there. I'll put that on the stream, why not? Oh, do we have a welcome? Yeah! Art club stuff happening. Yeah, this thing looks yummy and delicious, but I tried to have it alongside like little dessert dumplings and things, and it's like savory actually. It's kind of savory in there, and it's probably best fresh. So it took me like an hour to finish it because I refused to give up. Ooh, Noel, Undertale, Deltarune, laughing? I want to click it. Please, yes. Wow, that was funny. There's Lotus saying, I also hate the fact that the letters T and Y are next to each other. It's been more than one time when I've typed bust instead of busy. Because of that, whoa, surprise bust appearance. You're evil today, you hate everything. Hello, Death. Whoa. Oh, what happened to make you hate everything? You're hating Tony Fox. Oh, my stars. Is it because of the emotions? Is it because of the inconsistency of the pixels? Well, that's valid. There's 66, Charles, you were supposed to defend me, but you've sued me so many times. I'm so used to being adversarial in the court of law. And lie for me, how many times do I look the other way when you do very illegal crimes? Not enough times. Not enough. How many times have I not called 911 when you... I'm sorry, that's the emergency number, 911. When you do unhinged things. So we're just gonna ignore the entire court case where you tried to summon God to sentence me to death? What's happening on the other canvas, by the way? To become who you want to be, you must sacrifice 15 hours, 34 minutes screen time. Let's see. Ooh, woof. Ooh, buddy. Okay, wait, what's my screen time up to actually right now? Screen time? A screen time goal? Screen time out? Sure, screen time goal. What am I at? That's so stupid. I can't be at 4 hours for today. Where would that even be from? Which app was social? Why would I be at 7 hours today? I don't even think I've been awake for 7 hours. Okay. Okay. What? Oh, I was at 18 hours on one of the days. I knew if I just looked at my stats, if I just looked at my freaking records, I could blow this out of the water. Consider yourself out of the water, waterless, bloatedness. There's Lotus saying, rushed art is bad, delayed art is bad, all art is bad. I fucking hate art and making it. Wait, are you on a specific project right now? That's the rage, that's the anger of an individual who's on a specific project right now. Try 26 hours a day. Aye, Captain. I'll try it. Okay. This back to the thing. I think my average screen time was around 21 hours before school started. Hey, you're getting into your education. That's good though. I'm averaging 13:45, which is less impressive than this meme here, but some good stuff. And wow. Okay, for some of these I've been not sleeping great. Where is it getting 96 hours from? What? None of the... Okay, 3 weeks. Over the course of 3 weeks. That's nice. Isn't it strange that a Samsung phone has an option in there to track how much you use your phone while driving? Is everyone doing that? I'm in this saga of trying to make friends. I video called someone and they answered me driving home in the car, and I freaking squawked. I was like, don't freaking do that. There's noticing, not even a specific art. I'm just feeling evil today. Fuck, I've been confused on a metaphysical level. What's happening? Is it social? Hey, Nico, I'm joking. You're great. You said you'd break into my house to send a message, and hey, that's a positive social interaction, I think, in this chat between the two of yous. 96 hours a day of screen time, not a day. It's maybe over the course of 3 weeks. I don't know if I was reading the chart right, but I have to learn to read charts right if I'm gonna be a project manager. I almost said a whole other word that starts with pra, but oh my gosh, the more I learn about it, the more it, I don't know, wigs me out. Tem shop. If you're being wigged out by what you're thinking, maybe stop thinking for a second. You ever think about that? Hello to Alfie Griffiths. Hey, hello. What's going on? You wanna, I don't know, wanna get in here and play any tic-tac-toes? Or, I don't know, what's an actually good one to play while drawing? What's an actually good one to play while Tim Shop? This is good. Do-do-do. I guess, do they call this game something different now? I think it was like Hangman, but it could be something different now. How many? Yeah, that many. Yeah. Wait, is that where I put the... No, that's not where I put the things. Okay. Let's go like this. Yeah. Okay. Who's guessing a little letter if we're playing a little games up in here? Okay, so. There's Loda saying, I have no mouth, but I must scream. I have no brain, but I must dream. Me when I try to think of what my future's gonna be. There's Loda saying, your name makes me want to eat macaroni. I know the taste of... Oh, to know the taste of macaroni, but be unable to eat it. Now I know how AM feels. Have you tried macaroni before? This seems like a silly question, but I don't know. There's many things that people have not tried due to regionality. Are you fixing the Undertale art? I'm about it. I want to draw a Temmie. That's asking, is it Togor? Ooh. You know, I'll take that as the first guess. I can't believe that Miss Chang of Undertale is one of the main, I don't know, in my few times I've been on Blue Sky, one of the main users of Blue Sky. Okay, so O and a G and an R are in the box, but you guessed Togor, and we're pretty simple, and it's like this. T, yeah. Okay, I have no we, but I must scream. Every day I learn some more. You're not joking, Lotus. You're evil today. I have no pain, yet I must go. You are on the same wavelength, slurping up each other's thoughts. I could have chosen any other words to describe that. We have macaroni in Finland. We aren't savages. Okay, but like I've been to like U.S. states. I've been out around this country of mine, and you're saying wait the word is TV. Wait. You also have banana sardine pizza over there. Okay, and I'm seeing the good guesses. Yay! It was topical. We were going so easies. And how many things got in here? How many parts of a creature got in here before we I don't know, we're out of here. Okay, but okay, I've been to some United States. Let's put the ears and other ears as one thing. And then the face can also be one thing. I've been to some United States that don't have good Mexican food. This is on my mind, honestly. They don't have it. They don't know what it is. And then being from the general desert areas of United States, of course, there is... You can walk outside, you can find the Mexican food, and it is good, and it is a part of your life, and it is important. And... and then imagine my shock, my horror when they don't have easily, readily available, cheap Mexican food in the New York and things. This is horrifying. This is a travesty, and you just need a good little taco. You just need a good street taco, and until I don't know, went to New York for I don't know, what was that, a week or something, and it's just all Dominicans and Italians. I mean, no shade, but please, somebody taco me up. It's I never thought about the accessibility of foods that I think are marvelous. Let's have the face as one thing. So probably a lot of places have never tried actual like right next to it sort of Mexican foods. Okay, so this Canadian saying, I said something about the weird Finland pizza, but we made Hawaii pizza, so I guess anything. You can cream with no we. It's easy. I have a trick. You need a cow, obviously. And then there's just because some random restaurant in Helsinki serves a weird ass pizza doesn't mean every other single restaurant doesn't serve normal pizza. Well, when I went over there, I saw a singular restaurant that had it. Oh, wait, you're cherry picking whichever you want. Oh god, this was truly a story of Undertale. There's Lotus saying, every word you speak makes me hate you even more. I'm joking. I think that I love theatrical responses, but when I've met people for the first time, like on Saturday when I was meeting someone for the second time, and I only met him for like an hour or something before that. I think I need to be less theatrical, because I think my instinct is to say things like every word you speak makes me hate you even more, and then maybe my instinct is to miss the landing on the parentheses I'm joking. These are the struggles of learning to be social. There's, I was just saying, Cheryl, you demand Mexican food, yet you pronounce Mexican in Mexico in an American way. It's more of an H sound, isn't it, or something? Mexico. I'm sorry. As a Filipina, I literally have a Spanish last name. They colonized my ass for nothing. I can't speak Spanish. I don't know Spanish. I don't know a lick of Spanish. It was all for nothing. There's you expect to deserve their food. I expect to pay a fair market rate for the food. Capitalism is here. I'm so sorry. There's Metal Crusher on us. There's Nico Shooter saying, I'll say what's more, John. Don't look in the Moth channel. I swear I've not sent Moth baddies once again. I have been slightly up to date on the Moth channel. How many? Ah, nice. Cool. Wow. Cool, nice. What? Huh? Wow. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, maybe a little bit. You say they colonized your cheeks? My bloodline, which is somebody's cheeks, like down the line naturally, somebody's cheeks were colonized. But you go enough generations, and you're just gonna call that grandpappy. You're just gonna call, oh god. Okay, so, what if someone draws Gaster and the entire stream crashes? Oh my. Oh. It's a little, I'm getting Chris energy. Is from a sketch happening here. Well, let's start putting some Gasters around. Do I have, okay, the Moth Thoughts, cool off from the Moth Thoughts. What else can we do? Do I have cool or good poses of me? No, but let's turn one of these into a Gaster. Wing ding Gaster. Wongus dongus on the Gaster. What else are we doing? New pose. I go into my camera app on my camera phone and I take a photo of me standing alone. You're saying you have a Spanish last name? I've specifically mentioned this before. That's what happens when your family is Filipino. Your name is most likely going to sound really Spanish. And I'm surprised when people are surprised when they find this out, but everyone's got to find it out eventually. I say as if the Philippines is an inevitable part of your life. Yeah, Yeah, you know what? Yeah, what the hell? The Philippines, it's inevitable. Duck of it. You swear you don't know Espanol? Okay, that's going on. There's Wingaster happening. I feel the green coming with the presence of WD Gaster. Well, let's start to post something up. I'm still in the skull shirt. It is a little bit past the time where I should have washed the skull shirt, but I was just feeling protected by the evil shadow skull. And if a girl wants to feel powerful due to the help of the skull, who's to stop her, really? Alright, there's Deltarune Chapter 6 is just a 4-hour-long hyper-realistic video of Gaster the winging his sting. The shit you guys have made me read today. There's, okay. I'm doing a pose. Doing a pose that I want to draw. It's like the man who speaks in hands, so you gotta do something funny with the hands. You gotta give yourself some hand options. There's terrorists of the stream. You're protected by the skull, protected by the stink. I swear, I do try not to go out in public smelling like this. But something is probably happening to me that's like where I can't detect how bad it might be right now, but probably it's not great. All right, hands. Is that the kind of hand poses I want to draw? Oh, I messed one of those up. Yeah, okay, we can do that with hands. I have bad gaming posture. The hell did I look like right now? What did I look like right now? Do I explode when we run out of Undertale soundtracks? Well, I didn't finish my homework, and it's like, it is past the due date, so I'm getting a 10% late penalty at best, but also I don't know if it's gonna like lock me out of it. So it's like, it is open as this stream is going. My homework is open in another window. All of this to say, the Undertale soundtrack that I'm playing right now, it's 2 hours. It's 2 hours. I intended to be here for 90 minutes or something and then start studying, but well, okay, wait, this got tangled. How can I fix it? Okay, it's fine. There's something saying Jarrow's admitting they stink right now. It's recorded. We can all confirm it was said. Jarrow is stinking right now. God damn it. I'm going to plane traffic. You guys, you've caught me out. You caught me smelling. Ooh, okay, wait, this is I've had kind of a fun idea just now, in the midst of my utter grief at being smelly. Okay, what if I keep moving the little doodle out of here, and then it becomes like a wall of doodles? This amuses me. Shadow admits to the stink. I can admit to the messy hair. Every time now when I go in public and I'm trying to like have more, I don't know, style, and I'm trying to pay attention to looking kind of good or something, I notice that my hair frizzes really easily, and other people's like have theirs smooth and under control, and I don't know what's the deal with that. Alright, let's get another selector. Get this right on out of here. I don't know how to unfrizz or style my hair nice, which is part of why I've got it a short. I mean, I do like the short. I am about it. Wouldn't have it otherwise. Okay, what else? What do I want to put here now? What's the next word that I'm thinking of putting? Mm, 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 I, it's not enough for me to visualize it. I'm losing my focus. Let's put some other things. Ooh, I was trying to think of if I know words without E to like throw people off, but so many of them. It's truly so many of them. There's Lotus saying maybe I should repost the nickname list again. And there's okay, you have admitting you have a messy hair, a bird living on your scalp. I've seen such cozy, beautiful images of birds. I would love to welcome a bird into my life, maybe for a little bit, onto my scalp, maybe for a little bit. All right, let's try. Let's try what? No, that one also has one. That one also has a E. Literally all of these that I am thinking of have a E. Oh, okay. That one's a little thematic with this song, but I thought of one that doesn't have an E. Okay, it's a word. It's a word. A second round of Hangman can start, and okay, wait, no, that's gonna mess me up. What is it called nowadays? Because someone tried to change it for one reason or another. What is the game Hangman called nowadays? What is it called? Right of words in life. Snowman. Okay. Wait, we don't love we don't love weirdly violent children's games anymore. We're not about it. All right. So there's so saying you haven't showered in 3 months. It can improve one's mood, I dare say. But all of the skin experts, I think they say you don't even have to. I mean, I like to, and I want to, but they say you don't have to. Okay, aerodynamics are happening. We'll have to come into your house and wash you from your back in those hands. What is going on between you two? I swear. It can be as hot as Danny DeVito, baby. Okay, we have a guess for Muffet. Okay, which, is that guessing all of the words at once? Or did you want to start after I said the hint that there was no E's? This, what are you saying? You wouldn't love it, Macron. You wouldn't love it in the slightest. No, you gotta let the people into your life. This is the crux of intimacy, of relationships, of socializing, of getting to know people. The crux of it is, when you let them kind of decrust you like a feral cat with, like, fleas and stuff, and just kind of like you were strangers before, but after this you won't be. Someone like mistakes you for a feral cat, and then just sort of gives you the rub down with like that flea and tick ointment that makes all of the fleas and ticks jump off of you. Not an ointment made of fleas and ticks. Yeah, that's the only way. That's the only way to make friends. Yeah. For forever. That's you gotta let them wash you when they offer. It's if you've ever struggled to make friends, you know this one weird trick. Alright, so there's Alfie Griffiths with the no E. We can try it out. Daddy Williams. Oh my god. There's being as hot as Danny DeVito would steal too many girls from everyone else. The word is balls. B-A-L-L-S. It would kind of fit. It has no E. Well, it's really tempting to shift that one right over to balls. Alright, what am I? Ooh, what luck. Or rather, what lack of luck. Okay. 0% balls. Strangely, yes, 0% balls. The list has been reborn. Let's see it. We have to see it. Is it in the Your Life channel? The 5 new messages. You can't. L, just a girl. Okay, you can't. 5. Okay. Okay, the other messages were a little cat reaction, but good lord, lobotomy, loudspeaker, lingerie, Leviathan locomotives, laryngitis, it's good to see you. You're saying Sans with 2 N's, Astral is chiming in to say, what are we doing? Oh, it's super casual. I tried to start drawing Undyne. Chris, thanks to Greg Gregory's excellent artisanal skills, is here. This started as the ordinary Undertale soul, but it was but it's been filled out. We're playing Hangman or Snowman if you I guess are Gen Alpha. And you're saying the word is like whoa, okay. One at a time. Is it Sans with 2 N's? I mean, I'll put the N. That was one of them. However, I have to draw 3 of something here, and I started this round of the game when a Muffet song was here. Magdala's saying, okay, that's enough of the grind and the whole smexy talk. I was like, Williams the aliens, because I feel uncomfortable from my actions now. I'll still like Tony, just not to the alien. I mean, it sounds like you're flipping a coin to where this is gonna get aimed. It's like you're saying, I'm so proud of being the author of like 95% of that list. Yeah, the list of nicknames for the former Leviathan, the former Lennon Tan Wallet, the current Lodes, the current Love Des, Lordes, local deer-shaped bump. That's some good stuff. That's some good stuff. Good night to you, hello Death saying. I need to go have a presentation at 8:15 in the morning. Ouch! Ouch! Morning time. Woof. Okay. Good night, Lutes. But my exit is being accompanied by my favorite Undertale song. Oh my. Truly. Okay. You're saying this is... Do one of those get deleted accidentally? There's, or put in there, there's Nico Tishu saying, Magdala, you're unfair to me, for I would never feel disgusting, even from the horniest of jokes. Come on, everyone. I truly believe everyone's got to have a limit on that. Every person has to have a limit. Yeah, you can't not have a limit. And then else. So she's saying, it's okay, MacDingus, I'm the only person in here that don't mind it, and can even interact positively to it. Joke, and I better... Did you stop banning people already? I mean, I believe when I handed over the blue name, I was like, I think my words were something along the lines of, this is gonna go fine. Do whatever you feel like. Just sort of, just kind of do this one based on vibes. It's crazy. Magdala, we love you. Magdala, we love you forever. Oh, I'm trying to counteract the energy of Can I Be? Magdala, we're loving you. All right, I was gonna start to draw a little bit of a Muffet. Have people drawn Muffet with like spinnerets and things? Kind of freaky. Sorry. This is Magdala saying my A's are, so my mind that thinks things like, naughty's funny is constantly clashing. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's fill this in. One of my favorite YouTubers that I'm also super concerned for, because he said he's going off his meds so that he can create more stuff. One of my favorite YouTubers, like made a video where he like specified that he's asexual and bisexual, and okay, this is the type of fellow to get popular on YouTube because he physically cannot shut up, and I do adore that. I do truly adore that. What are you doing here? What kind of face are you putting on us? So, any question that I have about the guy, I feel like it's probably gonna be answered eventually if I just tune into enough of his videos. But I don't know. It was kind of neat to be wondering about homie specific identifications, and there it goes in a video. Hello with the Cyrillic username. Was that Stefna, or am I trying to remember how to pronounce somebody else's username and then I got mixed up? Thanks for the luck. Thank you for the good luck. Good to see ya. There's Magdala saying I deserve the hammer chat. Are you putting little booty cheeks on this? Okay, so head is one thing I've drawn for the game, and then the body is the other thing I've drawn. And let's put some kind of a arm here and some kind of a other arm here. Let's go like this. Okay, let's consider that 4 things. Actually, this hand can be holding a teapot or something. Let's put that in there. There's... Yay! Okay, I remember step now. Yay! Okay, cool. There's things going on with Smash. Have a lovely night. And maybe it's big brain time. What is happening to the face? Never mind the cheeks of Muffet Undertale. What is happening? Okay. The person who designed Muffet also did one of my original favorite webcomics before I even started reading webtoons. Did one of my favorite webcomics. Okay, let's put a dot such as this. Let's put like this, and so the webcomic Ava's Demon that the creator of Muffet has been making forever started updating again recently. However, it's had so many hiatuses. I think I might finally be at the point in its mostly hiatus lifespan where I'm not sure if I want to keep up with it anymore. I don't know. I kind of have faith that however long I put it on pause, Ava's Demon, in my reading it, it's gonna take a long enough hiatus that it wouldn't take me more than a couple of days to catch up on it. I think at one point I used to think I was gonna live to see the end of that. My God! Here I am getting all wistful. Oh, true art is happening. True art is happening. Stephanie saying I would love to join the drawing, but it's a school night, so I just hopped in to wish y'all luck. Farewell. Farewell to you. Thanks for stopping by. I do declare the Friday streams shall probably be more poppin' due to the nature of how we all are, huh? The cheeks are so massive that when they walk, the ground shakes and massive shockwaves occur. Respectfully. Yeah, I guess you could say all of that and then say respectfully at the end of it. What was the hey girl, let me drink from your space cup? Wait, wait. Wait, which thing is that connected to? Okay, now hiatusing these nuts under Rousey's face. Okay, we have an N. We have an N for the game of Undertale Hangman. I was kind of assuming that Muffet could just sort of be on a thread or something. We have an N. What was the Google Space Cup? Well, okay. When you said Space Cup, that's been in my YouTube algorithm. Come on. Sand with 3 N's. Sand with 3 N. Okay, that's been it in either my YouTube algorithm or my Reddits recently enough that that I know what is a space cup. It physically is pinched just so that like the tension of the water causes it to travel out of that like pinched teardrop sort of space, right? That's the space cup you're thinking of. You're thinking sunny. Come on. Feel like we shouldn't do that. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Google space cup. No, come on, a space cup. You're not just having one put over on you because someone's username is mischievous and Cedric Williams and all of that. It's not just that. There's a space cup. Space cup. Let's do that right now. The space cup. Yes, look at it. The zero gravity cup. An open drinking cup designed for microgravity environments. So ideally, when you're in the plane that they use for testing space stuff. Okay, let's send this in the Discord to get a real good look at it. I was still on the moth page. Oh my god, them thighs. The fuck was I thinking about? Never mind. Space cup, science. Happy? Science. Draw hyper-realistic rules card ass? Okay. Wait, you're saying, why can I not write that? Hyper-realistic rules card. Booty cheeks. Alright, let's, Okay, I saved like a bunch of muscle people, which is kind of what I want for learning to draw stuff. But were any of the muscle people showing booty specifically? Okay, wow, this is devastating. I have to update my collection. Where please, could somebody show some cheeks? Good God. No, nothing? 0% cheeks? What the hell is my... What have I been doing here? What have I been collecting for? Devastating, horrifying. This is also a complete failure. Alright. What the fuck are we looking at now? Drawing pose references? If I Google butt anatomy and then also rules card. Let's do that. Okay, butt anatomy. Please. Alright. It's going kind of decent anatomically, but what? Okay, is the example that I'm trying to think of when Mike Tyson, right before he fought Logan Paul, for some godforsaken reason, turned away from the interview and then was like booty cheeked out, just sort of walking around out. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's give rules card Mike Tyson's, what is he, 50-year-old booty cheeks. Okay, Mike Tyson cheeks, cheeked up. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Aha! See, this is more than the anatomical diagrams. Well, we need to know what it looks like with the skin, of course. And you're going to have texture to this. You're going to have... How hot do I want to make rules card? Okay, anyway, so I'm back in the chat. And then there's Miko Juju going AFK to obtain some food. There's never been a better time to go AFK. There's Macdilla saying my mind has been corrupted due to the interwebs. I'm too far gone. There's Alfie, what respect, but what? No, I've been rolling with it for the past 5 minutes. The self-portrait. This is sort of context that I can use. I'm not dirty-minded, right? I mean, look at the cup. You also see it, right? I'm not the only one who sees it, right? It's mildly Yannick the Hedgehog, what we're saying here. Okay, wow, okay. The search results are about to go crazy. How many turns is Snowman? If the snowman in question has 8 limbs. Oh. And you've been adding wonderful elements to the face. and silhouette. The oh yeah, how many turns? And what was the second? What was the second guess? Because we did have a second guess. We did. I took the N from Sans. Okay, Gaster was also a guess. Or does it show anything, share anything with Gaster? It does, but not the G, not the AS. Is the T in there? Yes, there's a T. The R, no R. Balls, grr. But yeah, it's like this. Okay. that was the second guess. All right, let's go back on down to the bottom of the chat. I'm surprised. I thought that maybe this stream would have a little bit more to do with Undertale, but we're kind of being a bunch of freaks today. Hot damn! All right. So what if the snowman has 12 bodies? How long would it take? Like some kind of a superhero? Yannick, no need to say it in French to flex on. Like everyone remembers that the word for that kind of looks like a penis is phallic, but then nobody remembers that the opposite, or I don't know, counterpart is counterpart. Yannick, that's what's up. There's Nico Shushu back with some tacos. The conversation has been off the rails, Nico Shushu. Do you know a train enthusiast? So that we cannot be derailed once again. Anyway, so here's the... Are you guessing a U? Yes, you've guessed a... Hey. Hey! Hey, what? Somebody added another line in here. What? You got me. I was I don't know, flabbergasted there. There's an imposter line happening. Who's done this? Speak for yourself. Imposters shall be. What are you doing? This is out of. You're gonna change your legal name to Phallic Williams. I'm on the subreddit for horrible names, but the discourse there on r/tragedy, the way people talk about unique names does sometimes. The way that people talk about names there. I'm sorry, I'm grooving. Turning it up. It sometimes makes me feel sad about my own name. You're saying the word is donut. Yeah, you're saying the extra line is an amalgamate. Watch out. Oh gosh. You know, it's fun watching a variety of people. You got it right though. Woohoo. Do not. Oh, I forgot I changed the color that I was writing it. And now it's just encouraging you to not. I thought I didn't know what kind of stream this was gonna be. It's a Monday. It's a normal Monday. The extra line is check this out. A monstrosity is popping up. Okay. Alright, so the funny thing that's happening due to this being a magma, due to this being digital, is that, oh wait, could you, can we combine our drawings on this specific part? Cause I wanna scoot it over to the Temmie face, and then it's gonna be a mural or something. Combine the drawings. Okay, wait. I should if all of my stuff is on one layer, then I should put this on a different layer, and then if your stuff is also on a different layer, then wait, no. Okay, we're gonna scoot that back a little bit. Wait. Okay, well, I want it to be over here. and then it's all gonna make sense. Okay, sorry to second guess that. Okay, there's watching out for what about donut guys with the dough in it, and I do like eating those, both kind of if you get me. You are all being unhinged today about pain. pastries, about everything. Oh, my stars. Alright, let's select more of this as some lovely barrier music plays. I got the dough, you bring the nuts. This is the police. Emergency, emergency. There's unhinged things being said in the chat. Oh my stars, somebody save us. Alright, which layer am I on? This one. And we can guess another word. I've been making them so based upon the everything that happens here. Okay. Ooh, I thought of another one that does not have an E in it. So let's try that one. But it still has a common word that also repeats. You love the balls, girl? That was happening in here for a second now, wasn't it? Alright. There's gonna be a new word. Still on the undertale theme, and I have to write it down so I don't mix myself up. Yeah, there we go. So it's like 4 unique letters, but one of them repeats. So there's 5 letters again. What am I doing? Okay, the amalgamate can join us now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. What are you doing? What are you doing over there? There's. You made us like this. This chat is an echo chamber of your own self. I have been minimally like this. I've been a little bit abnormal up in here, dare I say. Yes, I may have made some funny little jokes here and there, but the rest of my conversation has been perfectly okay. You're all a reflection of me. I swear. Am I being a slandered? There's talk of Balsger best character. You know, Togor is gonna get a lot of votes in that Deltarune poll Toby Fox is getting to name something, but it's not too late. Girl, what the hell? This is certainly a corner of the internet now. My intention was here's Muffet just like going from a string like a spiders do. Okay, there's hinges not here, door is off the frame, there's I are y'all a thing now? Do I start shipping? Which way do I go? I'll ship people. Don't threaten me. I'll do it. I'll start shipping people. We should all vote Gastard if I could do it. That would be a really fun way for more lore about Gaster to come in, because I keep thinking that whatever background character, excuse me, wait, okay, is this a guess for Des? Because I'll take the S. Okay, wait. Which layer am I on? If you're guessing Des on this one, then you got a little bit of the words. Do I need to be higher up on a layer and I accidentally put a bunch of the stuff? Where am I? Oh, I was trying to draw with the eraser. It's happening. I'm drawing with the eraser. Okay. Huh. What are you doing? What are you doing? There's somebody saying, actually, we're having a normal civilized conversation, but you, Jaro Rodriguez, clocked. Jaro Tijuana Rodriguez. The one who sees dirty jokes and innuendos everywhere. Your mind is so filthy. When you were looking at the cup earlier, the next words out of your mouth were not Yannick the Hedgehog, okay? That's just part of my vocabulary then. I'm sorry. There's Magdala saying, I really need your help. There's Magdala! Wow! There's getting shipped. Bird in your hair is stuck. Needing help with the bird in the hair. And also because you're trying to input gas to crashes your game. Ooh. Take out garden scissors. Haircut time. Have you ever seen, I don't know, a video of a hairdresser losing their ever-loving mind because someone's using the incorrect scissors on their hair? They're saying it's sandal to A's. Is that a guess for an A and an N? Let's take that then. So I thought it was Destin's Asgore's theme was related. I was more thinking about the location in the game, but that's freaking funny. That is freaking funny. Alright, let's put an A and an N in here. Now that's 2 of the body parts that we're gonna... God, that corner of the canvas. 2 of the body parts that we're gonna be drawing. What's up, what's up, what's up? There's Magdala saying, oh god, not my hair. Can't even write. God, now grab her, please, work with me. Alright, what else was I, put in here? We're drawing one specific character every time. I actually, Undertale Yellow is it's free to play, right? Wow, love the hair on this little creature. It's free to play. Are you putting a little sands in here? I'm okay. What features with the hair? Let's go like this. Go like this. Each thing is gonna be, I guess, a little bit related. Is the hair and the hat, I suppose they're both the same part of a body. I don't know, I feel like this one will be easy enough to guess. Easy enough to guess. And there's having too much fun with little Mac now, his brain all fried, so sad. You too, I swear. I swear to everything. You're saying it costs $80 and $60 extra for the DLC. Well, you know, I don't know much about the world, so you can just lie to me, and I have to believe you. I think I said this exact thing to somebody that I had sort of just met, and it was supposed to be in a joking sort of a tone, but I think I just flabbergasted them. So even though I was invited out to hang out with people on Saturday, I truly wonder if it's gonna happen again, or if my vibes were too off. It could be that way. My vibes could be too off. Alright, let's put this hat here. Why is it that Undertale and Deltarune feel like quite different things to me, but I don't know, as an Undertale fan game, Undertale Yellow, I don't know, maybe I'd have to play it first before really knowing what's up. Undertale Yellow feels more associated. Alright, little bit of a yeehaw yippee-ki-yay. Why do you guys think Frisk climbed the mountain, by the way? I've seen like some angst interpretations. I've seen some sillier, that's just a child interpretations. Alright, here's a face. That's so huge. I didn't even realize how much space I was taking up with that. More than one way to fry the bread. You too, turning up the heat on each other. What can I even say? Okay, so what else is here? Scoot like this, so we are all small now. And there you go. They're saying, Jaro, you're the one who said the cup is yawning. I never said anything, actually. You can't know what I was comparing the cup with. No words ever left my hands. The cup looks like a nice hairstyle, by the way. unfathomable, unfathomable. Just, kill me in real life next time. Oh god. Oh god. I can no longer bear any of that. Well, talking about certain cups, you're reminded of a cup video where the world's Carmen San Diego. Undertale Yellow is such an epic game. It feels official. I recommend it. Absolutely recommend. Do play it. Okay. Then the second thing I'm looking up is Undertale Yellow. Wow, Mike Tyson Cheeked Up is still in my search history immediately. Okay, oh wow, wait, is it from 2023? Is it really? Okay, looking that up, is it free? Nice, that's awesome. An entire fan game. But in any case, I did Google Mike Tyson Cheeked Up, so this is the direction that we're going, I guess. I feel like I wonder if for some reason when that fight, if you can call it that, was airing, Whoa, took me a minute to see that. I wonder if I arrived at that exact moment. Alright. Okay. Well, Santago action full belly means a lot of energy for physical activities. Yo, oh my gosh. There's Alfie Griffith saying if you slow down and pitch up the justice part of your best nightmare. Sounds like a certain Deltarune song. What does this mean, Toby? It means Toby's reusing stuff all over the place. Let's have rules card. It's so funny to see people try to pronounce rules card. Okay, but then I also kind of want the superhero, but like the pose, but like the silly, the very silly one, where it's like where they were putting Black Widow in that pose. Black Widow? That kind of thing. No, there's just some good poses up in here. Is it no longer as popular as it once was, or what am I looking at? Well, I feel like I know what it is. I feel like I know what arms and legs do, and I can put those all together into an armed-legged pose of arts for rules card, specifically Cheeked Up. Alright, we're getting a lot of references in here. We're getting a lot of things up in here. Toby is making stuff up as he goes along, that's your theory. Likes to reuse melodies. Megalovania has appeared in several games before Undertale, including an Earthbound hack ROM hack, and Toby did, Homestuck, and more. It's because it appeared in Homestuck, there's this one video of Megalovania being played at like a little Homestuck convention-y thing, in a, I don't know, in an after party or convention hall, and that video has been on YouTube for like 11 or 12 years, and it's just, it's surreal to, it's actually surreal. Megalovania on the piano, live, nobody reacts the way that we would react with the current context now, because it was a completely different context, and in fact, it's the other version. Okay, so, rules card. Cheeked Up. Here's one shoulder, and let's put you back, kind of like this. One shoulder like this. Okay, and then Cheeked Up happening kind of like this, but we're gonna put some more leg on it. And some other leg on it. What are you putting there? Alright, rules card is going to exist. Undyne plays piano too. Of all of the funny type things, it's funny to me how wow, how much piano playing factors into Toby Fox games. Write what you know, right? Okay. And here is this. Wow, it's kind of spooking me out to hear the Amalgamate True Lab sort of songs right after the cute Undyne one. Okay, so here's this. And would that make sense for hands or something? Okay, here's your other hand. Rules card. Cheeked up. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission. We love Toby. I have so much time on my hands for making a game that I'm voice acting now, Fox. Straight into the Homestuck. Killing me. They're saying, I mean, it's still pretty weird that the Justice song is reused in Glacier of all things. And there's Love on the Toby Fox. We here should all have themes and motifs. I wonder how our theme songs would sound like. Oh, does anyone have dibs on Fishy Fish? Is that happening with anyone? Oh, I thought for some reason a video was lagging incredibly because for some reason I decided to keep a video open to I don't know, keep my phone on instead of just telling it not to fall asleep normally. No, they're just messing with the frames like that. That really serial experiments my lane. Neuron activation happening. You're saying you killed your grandma in order for him to release the new chapters, the Deltarune chapters way earlier. He's a hero if you think about it that way. The anti-grandma agenda. I can't believe you with your anti-grandma agenda. I can't believe you didn't invite me earlier. Let's defeat those retirees and stuff. Oh, bake us no more cookies, Grandma. Let's get out of here with all of that nonsense. Alright, so here's more of a rules card. And what's your face gonna look like? What's your face gonna look like, son? Sonny boy? Your grandma was worthy sacrifice. Ah, my God. Ooh, if Toby did that, that means the grandma was evil. Glad we can all form a coalition against grandmas after after talking nothing but innuendos for like a full 90 minutes. Here, oh my gosh. Okay, things lagging. You're saying the video was kind of lagging? Like lagging out here? But I think they actually messed with the frames to make it look like that on purpose. Sort of, to be more on beat, what can I say? Alright, so I don't know that rules card has a nose, but if you did, it would be more like this. And then let's figure out where your hairline is. Rules card, do you want a hairline? Rules card. Okay. That's sort of a mask, sort of an interesting thing to figure out where everything goes. And now I can reference the facial features now that I know where to put them. Let's know where to put them. Is rules card kind of melty? God, all the fan art of this thing is so cool. All the fan art of this guy, this fella, so very cool. How melty is rules card? I've never given your face a really good look. You're not that melty, you're just winking, huh? Okay, let's get some erasure out there. There's Grandmom who loves you a lot. Got him. Get your Jack's toys, guys. Okay, one eyeball goes like this. And then the very distinctive other part of your face goes like this. And that's how you know we're gonna start to look more like rules card. Okay, we want to also wink a little. You cannot not wink a little. Man, I'm having the stray thought. I'm having the stray thought, and it's not gonna make the most sense but it's a thought that I'm having. I mean, all of my thoughts lately are revolving around the misadventures of trying to meet people when I haven't left the house in like I haven't ever independently left the house. I don't know what it means to, or what it feels like to go out there and decide what to do for myself. And that's like the background that I'm coming from. And like more than that, before that I was homeschooled and online schooled and stuff. So I don't know, it's just years and years built up. That's the context I'm coming from, but you know it, you knew. There's okay, what do I miss in the chat? That's echoing, that's bonking around in the back of my mind always, I suppose. And some more specific things about it, but let's read what I missed. You're the one speaking innuendos and all that stuff. We're having a political, philosophical debate in the chat. Oh, fool, rube, peon, bastard, you think that an innuendo cannot be political? The facts of life can be politicized. That's what it means to live. There's no avoiding it. You think that you can be apolitical? Then that's spoken like somebody who's never been a minority. Not to go nuts on you for no reason. But anything, the mere facts of life are political. And perhaps even when we say he wing-ding on his gaster, maybe that's also political. Did you ever think about that? When he's winging-dinging his gaster, it's politics. The crude is not separate from the official and the real and the weighty in this world. It's not separate whatsoever. It's part and parcel, and to ignore it is to ignore humanity, to ignore your nature. Who's with me now? Who's with me on this? Anyway, what else did I miss here? There's an animation. Flowey won the 2025 underground election. We're all fucked. So that's what you're saying to me? Oh my gosh. Rules looks like Gaster right now, not gonna lie. I mean, we are perfectly in black and white. What are you putting the shocked face in the Discord about? Your comments about femboys with gasoline got censored? I've merely read that out loud and I feel like I'm about to be censored. Holy shit. Okay, you're supporting Flowey. There's no way the leopards would eat my face. A sentence I hear so often lately. Alright, let's have a cheeky wink. This is how you know it's Rules card. Winking at you. Okay, and we're going 0% on the nose. A little bit of a line here. What does this mean? A little bit of a completely pure filled in. Oh God, what's that? Completely filled in eyeball. God, I love this song. But that's the whole soundtrack, isn't it? Okay, there's you being in Dragon Ball, some other kind of ball. They're eating the froggets. You're taking me out. You're taking me out. There's please it'll go nuts on us. Sure, of course. Without the hair, Rules card is unrecognizable. But I've added the cheeky wink. What are you saying? What are you saying? Alright, so here's a eyeball. And here's a this. I recently in this misadventure of trying to get to know people, I had the option to try to watch either Beastars or Mob Psycho 100 with somebody that oh, did you put a little hat there? That's adorable. Either Mob Psycho 100 or Beastars with somebody that I'm trying to meet and be friendly with for the first time. And Mob Psycho 100, I know that it's lighthearted enough that it should honestly be the choice. But I put off watching it for this long because I really thought that I was going to make a reaction series to it, and I know now that that's an extremely unlikely thing for me to do, solely because I never I don't know, found an acceptable amount of editing that I want to do that makes it personally worth it for me, unless I start a Patreon or something. I don't know. The editing process, whenever you talk to somebody who's tried to edit a video, they're like, that was the worst part. It sucked. It sucked bad. All of this is to say that even though Beastars is kind of freaking dark, and I know that, I chose it. I chose it as a getting to know you activity with somebody that I'm just meeting and trying to be close and fun with. So like technically we should be to get to know each other. We should be sharing laughs and stuff. I couldn't let go of the hope though that I was gonna, I don't know, make my plans for Mob Psycho 100 come true though. Couldn't quite let go of the hope, so now I'm gonna watch a spooky Beastars with someone. I don't know, hopefully there's moments that also make you fucking smile in Beastars. It's gotta be popular for a reason, right? It can't be 100% all the way through fucking eating each other. Okay. What the hell did you type here? What the hell did you type here? Hell, there's actually saying, Cheryl, you complain about your social life. In this last month, you've had more social than me in my whole ass life. You've had friends, you've had game nights, you got freaky in the park, you traveled the country. The park was last month, to be fair. The travel, I kind of traveled as an accessory to my parents, like a little, like a cute kind of a dog or something that they have, you know? I didn't really, it's not as much making my own decisions. That part I'm still growing into. But okay, you're saying it looks even more like Gaster now. Okay. Are you, is this flirting? That's a lot of flirtation. There's a lot of Star Wars music. You're saying nuts can't get sticky though, no matter how. Oh my god, you haven't tried enough. How hard should I? I guess that I am insecure about how unused to normal social situations I have. For example, when I went out on the Saturday, and I don't know if I'm going to be invited again with these people, because they seemed pretty surprised that my mom was waiting for me in the car the entire time. So I don't know if I'm going to be invited back out or if I was good company or something. But with those people, I had to split a check at a restaurant for the first time. And I wasn't logged into PayPal, so I had to hand this nice fellow that I was socializing with just sort of the a wad of cash. This individual had been going entirely cashless. And for some reason, somehow both of the people that I went walking about with were both non-binary. I mean, I know I'm out here with the she they, but to run into two they thems, what are the odds? I'm having a fun time. None of theirs. Okay, Nico's saying, so you know the Mac Jojo Nicodella N&M ship is now official. Hopefully Mac is fine with me declaring that. You're being shipped with a Canadian. Oh, how do we even declare this? Okay, sure, I'll ship. Are you guys gonna have fluff? Are you guys gonna have drama? When I think of the ships, I naturally go immediately to Archive of Our Own to get some drama, to get some fluff, and whatever's happening here, yes, there's potential for all of it probably. There's saying, there's Magdala saying, you will be invited probably. My friends never got uncomfortable just because my mom was being a little bit of a helicopter. Twinsies, twinsies, twinsies. Okay, we all took a picture. All three of us took a picture in a photo booth, and I was like a little oblivious. I was standing in the front, but I wasn't thinking properly, so I should have been pushing the buttons, but the person that I knew like the least well was like reaching around me. I hope that didn't make them uncomfortable. All right, so okay, your mom was being a little bit of a helicopter. They might think it's a bit weird, which yeah, it kind of is, but wait, which one of us is the Canadians? Was I misremembering? Am I misremembering? Am I the Canadian with a maple syrup in my hand? You didn't know this about me, about the streamer whose stream you're in. I declare people Canadian. I didn't know this about me either. I'm declaring this about me right now. Whenever someone is Canadian, it's because I decided that for them. So, you don't really know this, but there's 10 Canadians left in the world because I kicked the rest out. The rest of them are just kind of hanging out. But only 10 Canadians are valid and real, and anyone else who tells you they're Canadian, completely faking it. Hello to Cinnabar the Lombax. You came in the middle of a big announcement for us. A big announcement about geopolitics, and I guess me. There's 60 saying, shut up, if I invite you to my house for a barbecue, which is in a faraway country, not American, not Europe, not Asian, not African, not Oceanic, not in a plane trip, your mom would drive you and wait for you. Honestly, before the, and this is why I'm not sure if I'm being invited back either. Before the lunch, like be prepared to cringe or something, because I'm saying this and I'm about to cringe myself. Okay, I have to hype myself up. Even if they don't invite me back to something again, even if they don't, I had a nice time. I have nice pictures, and it was a worthwhile experience. Okay, I have no regrets. These are the affirmations that I have to tell myself. I have no regrets. But yeah, 1 hour before the lunch, I asked if my mom could just come to the lunch because we changed the location and I wasn't sure how much she would be comfortable with. And I figure, even though I'm having a great time discovering who I am when she doesn't introduce me, even though I'm having a great time with that, I feel kind of overwhelmed trying to think about how to accommodate her, because she needs to follow me for her sake. And so I don't know if I like projected the expectation that I need to introduce these other people in their 20s to my mom, but I may have. There's asking if you're cringe. I don't know what's happening. Was it cringe? What was the level of cringe? But hello to Cinnabar. Barbecue, which means big quack. Huh. What does barbecue stand for something? Or I think it's just a word by itself, right? Barbecue stands for barbecue. The tags of our ship are gonna be wholesome, freaky, and preg happy ended. Which way? Who's the... Discuss when the pregnant, pregonate, pregante. There's Cinnabar saying, I was meant to cringe at that. That's heartfelt as hell. The thing I just said about inviting my mama to lunch, they politely declined, with a little joke kind of a thing. It was like 1 hour beforehand, so that stresses me out. It's whack. I mean, we were 3 people, and and you know, tables usually have 4 sides, so there was an empty seat anyway. I just don't know if the concept like made people uncomfortable, but hey, maybe it was heartfelt. Maybe it's maybe I'm torturing myself with things that didn't happen by anticipating that it was a bad thing. There's far curious beliefs as being the reverse of cringe. Am I getting this hair correctly? Okay, I was basing it off of the shop sprite, this rules card business. How much more of the soundtrack have we got? That's much more than I would think. Wow. All right, go on back here. And there's MPreg stands for Magdala pregnancy. I don't know why I asked. That was foolish of me. I admit that was foolish of me. I won't ask again. Is the cheese dealer being okay? Is the cheese dealer being okay? In the Discord? I think I have a rule about no repeated copy pastas, but I'm still not sure on which point to enforce that over in the Discord. Whoa, I shall love. Hey, what's going on? Hey, I hope you're doing all right. Hello to you. Magdala is about to be MPreg, I guess. Okay, I'm now thinking over the top things that I should say. Following hi, how are you, and anything to do with MPreg. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna strike that one off the list. Actually, I'm finding oh wait, the Greg could not share things in the Discord because I had not assigned the role yet. Let's put you there. Let's save you up. You can be a serpentine now. Alright, now you can save things, and rules card is here. There's Sectic saying, Sharo, I'm in my 20s to 60s. Can you introduce me to your mom? Feel like I'd be better friends with her than with you. You'd be in the corner like, See, look at me. Okay, let's see how far I get into frame. Look at me. You joke about this, but that's the nature of my mom. That's why I don't know. That's why I don't have an experience introducing myself, because she's a social butterfly. I think she could be better friends with any of these friends that I'm trying to make, maybe, than anybody, maybe. She's the life of the party. She's the lady who's befriending people in line. She's the lady who's befriending the waiter. She might be of the, I don't know, voice capabilities and stereotypical age of a Karen, but she doesn't Karen because she's too caring. You know, that's her. She's truly the life of the party. I may be in pain at the way that I was raised in the helicopter way, but that doesn't mean that I don't value her incredible social skills any less. It's quite serious. So it is about to befriend someone. I just said all of my stuff. Don't be putting that in the quotes, in the parentheses. Okay, there's a little smooch happening. There's me and Magdala are in a ship now. Congrats on the baby, maybe. No respect in today's Every time I think that you cannot surprise me in this YouTube live chat, something else comes through to surprise me. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, wait, real or internet jokes? The internet jokes, but internet jokes, but you're like 2 seconds away from online dating. Hey, it's just, as long as everyone be so respectful. Y'all are Y'all are so adorable up in here. Yes, Magdala saying, I'm unable to produce the babies, and this is indeed a joke on the internet. However, my hypothetical baby birth is not to be taken lightly. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is the correct amount of partners for the cheeked up rules card. Alright, what is rules card wearing? And do I wish to finish more of that, whatever you're wearing? Finish some more of that before we end off a stream that we just so happened to be streaming on the 10-year anniversary of Undertale. My goodness. I mean, it's really marvelous. Let's have we're having shoulder pads, I think. There's a lot of admirers of a rules card delivering all of the smooches. Oh my stars. Go like this, and is it, do we rule? Do we rule? What kind of, what is all of this? There's, okay, has anyone started the Wattpad book I recommended? I want to talk about my hyperfixation. If somebody hasn't got it, you'll want to put the title in the chat once again, because the last place I wrote it down was in a notepad. Are you sucking on rules cards elbows? Okay. There's a little bit more erasing to do. And then I wanted to also get to some video recommendations from the Hijinks arcade, but I simply must put these in the actual Discord for a moment. I want to get to at least one of these because Magdala, as far as I know, is here. And you also know Fear and Hunger. Fear and Hunger could be in the future of this channel, dare I say. Alright, so here's a watch or listen to this, and I have to putting this in the Discord. I'm loving the credits music. You haven't read the book, but you want to be hyperfixated. You have no Wattpad account, so I forgot. You can have my Wattpad account. That's a full sentence that I just said without wondering about the consequences exactly. Okay, screenshotted. Oh, won't forget, and we'll be back with you in 1 to 3 business days. They added blend to magma. We're so back. That's beautiful. That's excellent. Now, as the stream winds down, let's see a little fan animation for Fear and Hunger at the request of a Hijinks arcade individual. It's Fear and Hunger basically. It's taking over someone's mind. Let's get over here. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. A little pause on the musics, even though I love some piano. And what happens here? What are you gonna do with the blend tool? And how? Excuse me, the fuck? It's safe for YouTube, and this is evidenced by it being on YouTube. That's one hell of a strong start. God, okay. No matter how many times I see a hand you the blunt meme, it just always, it kind of catches me off guard. What's happening here? You can flip a coin. You can... The air is like really intense. You're still running people over. Okay, the air is really intense, even though it's undoubtedly silly up in here. Good lord. That's the video recommendations to react to? What the... I click into all of this blind, being like, well, it's alright to be on the YouTubes, so here we go. Is Magdala saying, I screenshot this without thinking, but now I have Rules Cheeks backed into my cloud. I love fungering. I love fungering by myself with others, with a group of people to... Well, that got enthusiastic. I was having credits music. So thoughts on that? That was extremely smooth. Is this the person that also did some other Fear and Hunger animations that got recommended to me without without any context? No, okay. This person's animating a lot though. Okay, yeah, you gotta be here for that. You bet your britches it's Yuri. What did it make me think? I don't know. What are you saying? What's in store for you two? Okay, but God, okay, this is getting more unhinged every time I look back to it. A little bit of a flowy is happening. I think we had no other guesses on what this word with no e's is gonna be. You did get the O correct though. You did get the O correct. Marapa, who drew that? Who drew what? The I'm really trying to draw cheeked up rules card. Which rapscallion drew what? What are we looking at? Alright. I'm looking at specifically a little bit rules card before I get out of here, and then I'm gonna want to timestamp the looking at the animations for the hijinks. Okay, so let's make this kind of rankly, but there's some kind of outfit implied to be happening on rules card. Is this what a coat looks like? Oh, this is why there was 10 minutes left in all of this. Okay. Cheeked up rules card. Sure, yeah, this is what rules card looks like from the back. And if you've never thought about that, it's because you've never seen rules card from the back. Alright. There you go. Okay, do I want any other details? Maybe a little like this. Yep. Practically perfect in every way. Okay. And with a flowy from Aisha Love and an undle. Actually, what was starting to happen here? Oh wait, like a wordle? You're making it real tempting to try to come back here. There's how small is considered small. Oh my gosh, there's bajillion small guys kissing cheeks. It started out reasonable. We're on the hair, a little smooch upon the hair. Not the typical place for a smooch, but there's where it goes. A million on the cheeks. This looks like the fight with the Titan. It's wait, is this El Nino? Or wait, La Nino and El Nino? Oh my gosh. Microsoft, know you like your background. Something about this stream has made me laugh even harder than usual. I dare say, macro harder than usual. Alright. You're saying this comment will get lost in between the others, so I can say I have a nano schlong. Nobody's gonna read this. My secret is safe. Alright. Good night, everybody. And thank you for being here. We didn't reflect that much on 10 years of Undertale, but it's been a really meaningful game to me. Despite getting into the magma and making some unhinged jokes the entire time. Is you gonna be pulling souls out of another chest? I'm here for it. I'm here to see it. Why'd you read it? My secret. You know how I read things. You know how I read things. Pretty automatically or not at all. It's kind of up to random chat. How dare I? This has been a funny sort of a stream with great artistic capabilities. I dare say we can come back to this one. You were censored again. You are suing me. The answer to this one was souls, and we can pick another word next time or something like that. Depends on what you want to do Friday. And and thank you all for being a marvelous company. I shall indeed get going. I really thought I was gonna be. Should I stay for Megalovania? I mean, it's Megalovania. It's. I mean, okay. I mean, it is Megalovania. Is it the final one? Okay, it's not quite the final one. Okay, am I held on to by Megalovania? Alright, quick, everyone. Everyone draw as many stanzas as you can. It's I'm collaging a bunch of stanzas. Okay, quick. A slightly larger brush because I wanna get out of here. I wanna wind down the stream, and yet and yet something demands that I keep trying beyond reason. God, is that what your face looks like, dude? Okay, skeleton. Okay, everyone sands it up. We're getting out of here. We're absolutely you say let the OST finish. I mean, I guess it is a 2 hours and 10 minutes, but I did ask my mom to take me to the library, and I could hear her outside now. I was gonna practice driving specifically, is what's happening to me, and then hello Sans in the Sans collage. It's happening. Okay, what other Sanses do I want? I could put a ink sort of a Sans in there. Let's start on the alternate universes. Ink Sans. Let's do that. Some people have an ink sans fight. Okay, cool. Let's. You're copying and pasting the sanses. Now that's a real strategy. That's how you do it. Okay, let's. Okay, I've seen the anatomy of a cartoon skeleton drawn so many times over the years. You know what? That's the main cultural impact on me of Undertale. And okay, here's a little bit more of this. Does Ink Sans have anything? I think Ink Sans was the point in Undertale AUs where I thought to myself, this is just somebody's completely original character, and I don't know what the point of making it a Sans is, but now I'm overwhelmed with nostalgia. Let's put a scarf around you. Let's put the back of your head, back of your skull around you. There. Okay, I don't know where to put these, and here we have a lovely goodbye in the soundtrack, and then we'll be like out of here. This is so many Sanses. Okay, an underverse kind of a Sans. Is that truly the final little bits of everything? I think so. Someone showed me a human skull on a first date from their photo, and then a bunch of leg meat, and I wasn't sure where to put that information. It just kind of popped into my head because I was drawing the back of a skull. Anyway, have a great rest of your day. The human skull, it did look a little bit like a chicken breast. All right, I'm going to the library.